starts with a seed.
A seed is an idea dormant with possibility.
With passion and an entrepreneurial approach, ideas blossom into tangible results.
We are at Graceland University ENACTUS, and our project work is guided through a model we call SEED.
S, seeing opportunities.
E, empowering entrepreneurship.
E, enabling progress.
And D, developing sustainable change.
Hi, I'm Dylan Pitt, a sophomore English major from Lamoni, Iowa.
Hi, I'm Melissa Sheard, a freshman biology and chemistry major from Woodbine, Iowa.
I'm Carl Bradford, a junior biology major from Raymore, Missouri.
I'm Victoria Vukovic, a sophomore biology major from Phoenix, Arizona.
I'm Jay Leisinger, a junior business and economics major from Blue Springs, Missouri.
And I'm Lindsay Harmon, a senior business administration and religion and philosophy major from Louisville, Kentucky. This is our story.
Our work begins with seeing opportunities. Graceland University is located in the small town of Lamoni, Iowa. With a population of 2,324 people and a per capita income of $18,845 per year, we are aware of the great need in our community.
Lamoni is located in Decatur County, the most impoverished county in Iowa, which has the fourth highest population of children living in poverty, with almost 20% of its residents living at or below the poverty line.
44% of Graceland students on the Lamoni campus qualify for Pell Grants, and 75% of graduates from private nonprofits leave with heavy student loans averaging $35,000.
Many Lamoni restaurant owners work multiple jobs to keep their businesses afloat. They are unable to tap into the large student population for income because their business hours don't align with students' late-night schedules.
Opportunity exists on a global scale. Our hardworking friends in Nicaragua, the most economically challenged country in Central America, live on less than $1 a day. They look forward to the day where they can thrive in a world without poverty.
We then empower entrepreneurship. Our 70-member team represents 20 academic majors, 20 states, and 4 countries. The diversity of our team allows us to approach entrepreneurship in effective and creative ways, in collaboration with community members to empower those with whom we work.
Through entrepreneurship, we enable progress. Through shared vision, investment, and determination, we create tangible economic, social, and environmental change.
Finally, we develop sustainable change. We strive to develop imperishable, sustainable systems through community-driven project work. We have planted seeds of entrepreneurialism from the small town of Lamoni, Iowa, to the community of El Tunal, Nicaragua.
Join us as we share about the growth of our local and global communities.
A plant's ability to grow relies on the strength and depth of its roots. The youth are the roots of our community that ground us in a hopeful future. As such, they are a leading focus of our ENACTUS team.
With 52% of all K-12 students in Lamoni being eligible for free or reduced lunches, the need for a better financial future is urgent. Seeing the opportunity to create a stronger root system through local 5th graders, Graceland and ENACTUS launched our Kids Bank program.
Since 2007, we've been equipping the Lamoni youth with the tools needed for financial success through our Kids Bank Legacy Project. We partner with Lamoni 5th grade classrooms, teaching a series of financial literacy lessons tailored to generate a new awareness and interest in financial stability.
This year, we continue the project with all 30 5th graders. To monitor the progress, we started the first lesson with a pretest over basic financial skills and terms. The average pretest score was 65%.
During the 3 weeks following the pretest, members from our ENACTUS team traveled to the 5th grade classrooms to teach lessons and engage the students in activities related to financial literacy.
Because of the hard work put in by the students and continuing support from the 5th grade teachers, Mrs. Pitt and Mrs. Jones, the average score on the post-test was 88%, a relative increase of 35%.
In addition to our lessons, we encourage the students to open up their own savings accounts.
We held a pizza party in the high school cafeteria to create a positive atmosphere for students and their parents to meet with the banks and build a relationship that would hopefully become long-term.
Every student that opened a savings account was awarded $10 from their bank of choice, as well as $10 from the DECO Foundation. 46% of students opened savings accounts, resulting in $260 being saved for their future.
For the final component of Kids Bank, we encourage the students to write an essay explaining what they learned.
With a $200 scholarship from Graceland and a $200 scholarship from the Ash Family Foundation as incentive, every 5th grader completed the assignment, totaling to $12,000 in scholarships to Graceland University.
To analyze the effectiveness of our program, we met with Lamoni High School classes that were once in Kids Bank. The students displayed a lot of enthusiasm, as well as retention of the lessons from their childhood while participating in our program.
Our program will come full circle as 40% of the first Kids Bank class plan to become Graceland Yellow Jackets this fall.
The seed model has taken root in Kids Bank as we have enabled financial literacy in young community members, creating sustainable change in their life choices.
In order for a seed to grow, it must be planted in the proper environment. Graceland University gives us this environment. With its small class sizes, devoted professors, and supportive community, students are free to blossom into promising futures.
Although receiving a college education is a great investment, it can be very expensive. Over 25% of Graceland students do not receive family contributions towards their education.
13.8% of the 940 Lamoni campus students are independent, meaning they're either young parents, older students, or have aged out of foster care. These are the grounds on which our supply closet project was planted and has continued to grow.
The supply closet offers a safe space for students in need to receive food, clothing, toiletries, school supplies, and financial training. In collaboration with the school library, we are currently working on providing access to expensive textbooks that many students are unable to afford.
The supply closet is partnered with the Food Bank of Iowa and has a relationship with the Graceland Hoop House, where a designated amount of fresh produce is set aside for supply closet participants.
Our relationship with the Hoop House has created a more sustainable system for bringing in fresh produce, with all expired produce going back to the Hoop House for composting.
In October, we reached out to the Lamoni community in our annual Trick or Treat for Food to Eat event, bringing in over 45 bags of food and other donations. This has helped build an awareness for the local community of the need in which the supply closet was established.
Within the last 7 months, our team has brought in over 200 bags of food and other essential living items, as well as raised $5,347 in donations and grants for supply closet operations.
Each student can receive over $100 worth of supplies every time they visit the supply closet.
While being a student is difficult, preparing to leave college presents a new array of challenges. The scope of our project work expands to a larger Graceland community through several on-campus student development events.
Fall Burn and Entrepreneurial Roundtable provide advice regarding resumes, LinkedIn profiles, job interviews, and finances. We invite keynote speakers to talk about real-life business experiences and provide networking opportunities for those who attend. Our annual Threads event holds business attire exhibitions and mock interviews.
Our team has also given 5 personal finance presentations, focused on topics such as loans, interest rates, tax preparation, budgeting, and college prep.
These events are designed to empower Graceland students from diverse majors and backgrounds to prepare for their future in a variety of ways.
In the last year, 696 students have participated in these 8 events held by our team.
Through the supply closet and these student development events, we have used our SEED model to empower our peers and foster a more positive college experience.
1 year ago, we began to nurture one of our very own seed projects, Midnight Munchies, which has blossomed into a self-sustaining project that empowers our local business owners.
With the nearest McDonald's in proximity to Graceland being 28.2 miles away, our team recognized that students were wasting unnecessary time, gas, and money in order to get food late at night. A car was on average $12.97, or 2.8 gallons of gas every time a student travels to McDonald's.
Not only is this harmful to the environment, but college students were spending their money outside of the Lamoni economy. We saw the opportunity to collaborate with local restaurant owners, linking these needs together.
In November of 2013, our team held its very first Midnight Munchies event at La Cocina Real, the local Mexican restaurant. Our ENACTUS members realized that as college students, we seek dining options to be available much later than small business owners traditionally offer.
We also saw this as an opportunity to increase revenue for the community's local restaurants, and therefore for the Lamoni economy as a whole.
Our team worked with 4 local restaurants to create a rotation where one business would stay open between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. every other weekend throughout the school year.
James Bradford, the new owner of Lamoni's iconic Pizza Shack, was ecstatic to hear about our ongoing Midnight Munchies program and to see how this event could increase his revenue.
Initially, the restaurants that participated in this event relied on our ENACTUS volunteers. However, after 6 short months, the restaurants were able to staff the events completely on their own.
Now, the business owners only rely on our ENACTUS team to help coordinate dates with the other restaurants, as well as on-campus advertising and social media marketing.
James and the other owners, on average, make 128% of their typical day's revenue simply by opening their doors for 3 extra hours on their designated night. Midnight Munchies has become branded as a staple event, as an average of 120 students will attend any given midnight luncheon. This is roughly 12% of our student population.
These events essentially bring in an extra business day's worth of revenue in just a few hours, providing financial relief as they struggle to keep their businesses afloat. Since last year, Midnight Munchies has infused $5,033.85 into the local economy.
Midnight Munchies has led to the growth and development of other project work. We consulted with the Lamoni Chamber of Commerce to brainstorm other ways to nurse the Lamoni economy. We've updated the town directory, which will be available online for students, the community, and interstate travelers by the beginning of this next school year.
We've also organized and led a workshop on the importance of social media marketing for business owners. We showed them how to sign up for and utilize these sites.
These social media marketing techniques have also been used to enhance the attendance at Midnight Munchies. All of our efforts have helped to build long-lasting relationships between Graceland students and the Lamoni community.
We've used our seed model to build a self-sustaining project, creating an environment for local restaurants to thrive, and the students love it.
Our passion to create sustainable communities doesn't stop at the edge of our small town, but has propelled us into communities worldwide. Sometimes the seed is not planted in the proper environment, but infertile soil can be enriched for new growth to thrive.
With Nicaragua being the second most economically challenged country in the Western Hemisphere, many people find themselves stagnating in the same socioeconomic status for generations because of the lack of opportunity.
Despite this entrapping sense of material poverty, a sense of hope and empowerment has flourished in the small town of El Tunel, Nicaragua, from our collaborative effort with Outreach International.
Outreach International is a nonprofit organization committed to cultivating practical and sustainable community-based solutions in 2,800 impoverished communities worldwide. Last year, a group of our ENACTUS students partnered with LI in El Tunel to work with 9 small business owners.
The business owners, 7 men and 2 women, make items such as shoes, bags, and shirts. Though they had not previously worked together, they soon discovered they shared similar struggles.
Financial illiteracy and interest rates of over 40% on operating loans plagued their businesses. The small profit they made went to pay off loans, leaving little room for growth.
Our team held a 2-day workshop that taught how to record and save money for future investments. After the workshop, 6 of the business owners collaborated in the formation of a business group. They called themselves Unidad y Fuerza, Spanish for unity and strength.
Outreach International has continued progress with Unity and Strength, granting access to a $1,500 revolving loan funded by Graceland and ENACTUS. The group operates under strict rules created by the members themselves, ensuring everyone is treated fairly and is investing their money safely.
Each loan is set at a 12% interest rate, over 28 percentage points less than the loans from the Nicaraguan lenders. With this lower rate, our friends were able to pay off old debts and reinvest in their businesses, leading to an 80 to 90% increase in income for each business owner.
When we returned to El Tunel in January, we met again with the business owners to analyze and reflect upon the progress made in the previous 6 months. Not only were the business owners better off financially, but were empowered by what they were able to accomplish together.
After the noticeable success of Unity and Strength, 3 men and 5 women emerged to form a second business group made up of home-based stores that sell food, school supplies, and other necessities.
These businesses are vital to the community of El Tunel, due to the nearest market being 10 miles away. Only one business owner has adequate transportation, leaving the others to pay for an expensive bus ticket or walk for 4 hours for supplies. The convenience of a well-stocked local market saves valuable time and resources.
We spent a week visiting the 8 business owners in their homes, learning about their livelihoods and getting to know their families. We then held a workshop instructing how to utilize a ledger book to track profits, as well as introduce the concept of saving money for future investments.
From this workshop, these business owners were equipped with the tools needed to leverage themselves out of their stagnant state of financial poverty. By taking the first step in working as a community, they created a new opportunity to improve El Tunel at large.
After returning home, Graceland and ENACTUS decided to fund a $2,000 revolving loan for the second business group, as well as expand Unity and Strength's working capital by $1,500.
The combined effort of Outreach International and ENACTUS will leave a lasting impact on El Tunel. With $5,000 in working capital and a new understanding of business concepts, these people are increasing their own standard of living through the seed model.
Esperanza was able to buy a new sewing machine, expand her business, and strengthen her ability to support her family.
Milton was able to hire 4 workers, expand his house, and send his daughter to college.
And our friend Juan Pablo was able to pay for his wife's medical care, allowing her to walk again after being paralyzed for a year from a failed surgery.
Once awakened, the potential of a seed will grow to nourish others.
Our ENACTUS team has helped nourish the community of Lamoni for the past 25 years, and our hard work has made a lasting impact on those with whom we've worked.
We've sown our seeds in Lamoni's 5th grade classroom, promoting a brighter future for every student. $12,000 in scholarships were awarded. 46% of the class opened savings accounts. And this fall, 40% of the first Kids Bank class will come to Graceland.
We support each other and our classmates as we provide opportunities for a successful career.
Our continuing support of Midnight Munchies infuses an average of 128% of a typical day's revenue into local businesses, and in addition saves Graceland students time, gas, and money.
The sky is the limit for 14 business owners in El Tonel as the community continues to grow in their businesses by utilizing a revolving loan of $5,000 funded by Graceland ENACTUS. We've continued to support Graceland's Outreach International Club as we've worked together to raise over $20,000 to put roofs on 40 homes in Nicaragua.
For our ENACTUS team, the greatest reward of all is the satisfaction that comes from empowering others and growing success through hard work in a supportive community.
All it takes is planting a seed.
Seeing opportunities.
Empowering entrepreneurship.
Enabling progress.
Developing sustainable change.
Graceland University Entrepreneurs in Action.
Yes, we have, and that was actually a project that we continue to work on throughout this past spring. There's an entrepreneurship class at the high school that we have a lot of really good connections with, and we continue to work with them as they have their own kind of school supply shop at the school that has discounted goods. So we continue to work with them, and we'll see what else comes in the future.
We actually don't have a certain number of that, but definitely Kids Bank has been increasing the amount of students that come to Graceland. We actually went back and talked to the high school students about how they felt about Kids Bank when they participated in it as 5th graders, and they retained a lot from their lessons, and they were really excited to attend Graceland University, and they mentioned that because of the relationships that we formed with them through Kids Bank, that they felt comfortable going to Graceland since they knew more people.
Thank you. What did you use to come up with your interest, your 12% interest rate loan? How did you come up with that? That number?
Can you?
On the loan you're making to your partners in Nicaragua, you're targeting a 12% interest rate, I believe. How did you come up with that rate?
Well, 12%, that will pretty much cover inflation that is going on in Nicaragua. So it's not so much to add back to the revolving loan as a whole, but just so much to make up so that there isn't money being lost. And that's accumulated over the year.
And that 12% interest rate is annually compared to our 1% monthly. So it's 1% monthly for our revolving loan, and then for the Nicaraguan banks, it's at 3 to 3.3%. And so it's at a rate where it takes care of inflation, but at the same time low enough to where they're able to take a step out of financial poverty because they have access to capital and access to money.
This assessment unfold. How often a Nicaraguan company, I guess, would be known, and have you encountered that?
I can take that. Well, so for every loan, it must be signed by a business owner as well as a worker from Outreach International, because the bank account is set up through Outreach's presence down in Nicaragua. And as we've continued progress on this, of the 6 original loans that were handed out or given, 5 returned the payment in full, and and some even were 3 months ahead of time. There was one that failed to do so, but that was because both of his parents died. And so they as a group decided to let him pay in another month. So he did eventually pay him back, and so now we're back.
Do you guys have any qualifications for your supply house or from any? Can anybody qualify or
Yeah, I can take that. So with our partnership with the Food Bank of Iowa, we go under the Food Bank of Iowa regulations. And so pretty much all of our supply business participants are one-person families. We have a couple circumstances where it's 1 to 2-person families. And so all the income levels will fall between $21,000 and $29,000. So most of our Grayson students fall in that income level. So technically anyone probably could use a closet. But through the stakeholders we have at Grayson, we're working with campus ministries, our TRIO program, Residence Life, and our international programs. And so through these different stakeholders, we can find the students that are really in need of us.
What was you thinking about shifting the model from locally to Nicaragua and becoming a bank and funding? What was your thought process behind that?
Well, Grayson University has an on-campus Outreach International club, and a lot of people in ENACTUS kind of flow over to Outreach International, so there's a very good relationship between the two. And for the last several years, our club at Outreach has been traveling to Nicaragua. And so just for the last couple, ENACTUS students specifically have decided to go down and start specific project work utilizing some of our skills. Does that answer your question?
Motion to thank you for what you do down there is through Outreach International versus
Time's up. Judges, please join me.